Welcome to Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. Today, we're going to go over a new build. But first, really quick, I finished the 500 subscriber build. There'll be some videos coming up on this. So, that aside, please give a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And tell me what you think about the video. So let's get started. And I've already got the guitar set up to show you what I'm doing. I've got a loaded pick guard on the table on the guitar, and let's get to it. All right, guys, so this guitar is getting the Seymour Duncan style Black Widow-ish pickup in the bridge. And this is one like very similar to the guitar. It's actually very similar to, what am I trying to say? The Scorpion King pickups. All right. So I already did start this. I twisted these together and soldered these. When I built this pick guard, I replaced the green chiclet with a thicker, bigger capacitor. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to cap these ends off here with some shrink wrap. And this is my new preferred way to do it. Instead of using a match, just use this to burn it a little bit, heat it up. That's what I'm going to have to use the second one. I got a little overzealous there and didn't close the end up. Scissors. Yeah, that's not that. Yep, looks really good. So now we'll flip this guy over. Tuck all this away. And I'm really hoping this lines up. And it's not going to. So I think it'll line up pretty decent once I trim the route this out. So you've seen me do that in other videos. So I'm going to cut the film here, as they say, and I'll route that out and we'll come back and we'll test everything out. All right, I made a mess. I got tools and stuff everywhere. So when I tell you this just fits, I had to route out here and route out around the neck. This just has clearance. Let's have test that. I mean, it is a minuscule amount for clearance, but it's enough for clearance, full clearance. If you pull this back a little, because there's two sets of, you can see how little clearance there really is. But it clears. Now the only other issue I'm having on this one, I had to cut down the screws. They were about that much too long. On this one, once I get this in here, this should be fine because this one's moving just fine. Question is, when I screw this in tighter, will this work? If not, I'm going to have to trim those too. And you'll notice it pushed that up. Where with this, it won't do that. I'm going to lower this. So, I'm going to have to trim those screws also. Just little things you run into in a build. So, I will do that, come back, and I'll show you everything works. All right. So, I switched pickups. I don't like the way the other one was working. So, I put two of those in there. Rewired it. And this fits perfect. So, only thing left to do is put some strings on it. But in the meantime, grab a little snack. Let's hang out. Uh-oh. Doing some mozzarella sticks for a snack. Got a little longer than I expected because I ended up rewiring that pickup. They weren't evenly distributed. So, I almost wanted to put a coil split in, but I have these same pickups in the Leo James that I just built and the Telecaster. It is more like a Stratocaster. So, that I put the two toggles in, the coil split each one. So this one I just left them humbuckers. So I've got a humbucker Strat that's not as hot as my T's with the dual quad rails. So, plus I wanted something pretty cool. I was in a fall mood, so I went with the fall color. I did put roller string trees on it, my logo, because I had a leftover one. It doesn't have the custom shop on there or the rock star because I messed one up and I kind of took the pieces and used them on another guitar. So I figured why not just do this one like this because I'm out of stickers. That's my last one. And I put the Safu locking tuners on it like I usually do. That or the music lilies. So the neck is oiled. Fret job does not, the only thing it needs is I've just got to do the edges of the frets. So I'll do that and I'll put some strings on it and we'll demo it after I have my snack here because I gotta watch my sugar. So thanks for watching, but I'll be right back. Hey guys, well, we had a catastrophic failure of the components in the pick guard of what I've now dubbed the Pumkincaster because it looks like a pumpkin with the fall season colors. And I had to change out everything. So I put a new loaded pick guard that I had. I had another one that was dual humbuckers. So I put that in the guitar. I'm going to harvest the pickups out of the other one for another project down the line and rewire that whole thing with some new components. So let me show you what I've done. Just going to move the camera. So I went with some standard humbucker pickups. This is a pickguard that I got a while back. I actually used this on the Black Beauty guitar, but I swapped that pickguard out and put the T's extra SS1 pickguard that I had with the coil split, push-pull knob, and two single coil pickups. So I did an SSH on that one. So this is the pickguard from that guitar. So this thing sounds great and it rocks. So this is the now finished product. I put some Diodario 10s on it because I like 10s on humbucker guitars. And also, I figured, why not go with the color scheme? That is the color of the 10s. If you don't use Diodarios, you wouldn't know that. But it matches the guitar. So, just my quirky fall self. I love the season. So, let's get to the demo. That's the bridge. high. Sorry about that. We don't cut things here. All right, let's put my deal on it. And kick the distortion. So you can get some squealies out of this. I haven't set the tremolo up yet, but that's not really what this guitar is for. rocking and rolling. But I can get a little bit of twang out of her too. That one up. Got to play some of those a little off because you don't want to get the strike. Okay, I've embellished enough. So, that's the Pumkincaster, as I've dubbed it, because it does look like those fall pumpkin colors. It's like the body of the pumpkin, the face, and then the stalk, you know, trying to think of the handle, you know, when you pick up your pumpkin. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll see you next time on Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music.